welcome to this edition of the NCW Life magazine. I am joined here with Corey Faulkner, the CEO and founder of the Perfict Fitness app. And so Corey, when I first heard about Perfict Fitness, we were in Pullman, you had came to town for a concert, and we were just kind of hanging out, and then you told me about this thing that you were working on, this app, and I'm like, whoa, Wenatchee guy is building an app? You know, sounded a little crazy to me, and then now here we are 2 years later, and you are just a month or so away from launching this app. So Corey, tell me a little bit about going from Wenatchee High School to Eastern. What made you interested in getting involved with both fitness and then also the app technology world?
Yeah, and it's kind of funny you said that about like being from Wenatchee and all that kind of stuff with the app. Because I had the same mentality when I first started. I was like, you look at these like Zuckerbergs and all these big website or app creators, and you think like there's no way. And then obviously I haven't done it yet. But you realize at a certain point that all these people they're human and just work at something. So I mean, just because you're from Wenatchee doesn't mean, and I'm not saying like you said a mean thing, I'm saying like drive up too. But just because you're from Wenatchee or from a small town doesn't mean that you can't just start working at something and eventually create the next Facebook. But yeah, from Wenatchee, went to Eastern, got my accounting degree there, and I started noticing a lot of people that just really didn't know what to do in the gym. I also saw a similar problem in the fitness industry where personal trainers didn't have a way to sell fitness programs to their clients, and eventually, I had this idea. Instagram got bigger and bigger, and trainers were all of a sudden selling programs online. And then my app idea was still relevant. It still is to this day because they're selling these random PDF programs on a website you have to download and print out. And then our app allows you to follow these full-length programs that trainers can sell instantly. You don't have to print it out. You can track everything on your phone. So just being in a fitness community over in Cheney with all my friends and just kind of growing up in the sports and fitness atmosphere kind of helped me get to where I am.
Wow. And to tell me a little bit about when you first came up with the idea for the Perfict Fitness app. You're in college. I guess college is the platform to be coming up with these ideas. And so you actually did that. You had some friends, you came home, and then it was like, hey, we're getting involved with this. The idea just kind of picked up and snowballed from there. Tell me a little bit about that process.
Yeah, I never really looked at it that way, but yeah, you're right. There's a lot of stories about like big companies being started in college dorms, stuff like that. But yeah, I came home from class one day and my roommate had drawn all these designs on a whiteboard in our room, and they were just saying, oh, we need to make an app, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. They didn't think I was serious, but I kind of started actually working at it, and me and my roommate were just working, and about a month in, it was just me all of a sudden, and it just kept working at it. I don't know. It's kind of funny to look back on it. It all started from coming home one day and my roommate said, hey, let's do this. And then 3 years later, I'm not going to say how much, but I put a lot of money into it. I put 3 years of, everywhere from 5 to 14 hours a day. And I pretty much invested everything I have into this app. And it all started from that dorm room scenario. So, yeah, great.
Well, and see, one thing I'm kind of proud of you for is the aspect of you went and finished your accounting degree and then you got more involved with your app. So you still have a little bit of a fallback, but you're obviously putting all your chips into this one pool in the app. And so what's kind of that experience been like knowing that what you do right now is everything you got and putting your heart and soul into this kind of thing? What's been that kind of experience like?
Yeah, it's kind of like a you only live once thing. For me, money comes and goes. I'm 24, almost 25, and I look at my friends; they don't have that much money saved up. They've been taking like fun vacation stuff over the years that I've missed out on. But I just think it's worth it to chase your dream. I think if this app fails and I'm 27, I can just get a job somewhere at a company. I can do their marketing, or I can help with their development and make money and be happy the rest of my life. But I just knew I've looked at different periods where I've wanted to give up over the app, and I just realized that like if I were to give up, I would just regret it the rest of my life, and I can't see myself doing anything else. It's definitely a struggle, though. I mean, having to pay my bills, obviously. Then, for example, I just dropped another 650 on camera equipment, and people aren't paying that for me. I'm paying that, and then I'm also working full time on the app, then working as a surfer, and also I'm doing Uber too. So it's just a constant struggle of trying to fund yourself and also trying to fund the company.
But you're doing a good job of making sure you cover those bases. Real quickly, you had mentioned that you don't get to take any vacations, but you are down just out of LA. So I was spinning on ice as I drove into the studio this morning. What's the weather like down there right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I meant vacations and like going to like Cancun or something like that. Don't get me wrong, it's a vacation every day here. Like it's what is it? It's probably, well, today it's a little gross out, but usually about like 70, 80, maybe like 65. I like to reference Thanksgiving. It was 89 degrees here. I like to. I remember all my Thanksgivings when it was snowy and gross, so it was really awesome here. And we actually like sat on the beach and hung out on Thanksgiving. So yeah, cool.
That's awesome. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with Corey Faulkner and talking about his new app, Perfict Fitness. So Corey, stay tuned, and our viewers stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Stay up to date with what's happening in North Central Washington. Go to the NCW Life community calendar at ncwlife.com.
Please join us weekly for the 12th District with yours truly, Kerry Condata. Check your channel guide for times or go to ncwlife.com for details.
Have a fun video you'd like to see featured on NCW Life? Email us at newsphotos@ncwlife.com. Is your vehicle in need of a quick oil change or tune-up before hitting the road this summer? Stop by Quick Lube and Tune, the home of the good guys at 610 South Wenatchee Avenue.
Get the fastest internet available in North Central Washington by switching to LocalTel and get speeds up to 1,000 meg. Call 888-8888 today or go online to localtel.net.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.
Are you wanting high-speed internet but don't have access to PUD fiber? Try Sky-Fi high-speed wireless internet from LocalTel. Call 888-8888 today.
Welcome back to the NCW Life magazine. I'm talking with CEO and founder of the Perfict Fitness app, Corey Faulkner. And so, Corey, we were talking a little bit in that first segment about, the app, how you came up with the idea, but I want to get a little bit more into your passion about fitness. So when you first went to a gym, what was your kind of experience here in Wenatchee? There wasn't a lot that was available back when you and I were in high school. I think the Crossboards gym was like brand new, and that was like the first thing that anybody had access to that was different than your standard gym. So maybe that had a little bit to do with your idea of, hey, I want to do something that can give people different options for exercise and fitness. So tell me a little bit about your first experience being just in a gym, and what were some things that you kind of took from that early experiences and then brought into this app.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't really remember my first time working out. So I mean, I was at the rack or something. I remember going to Wenatchee or Wenatchee high school gym and working out there. It was just really cool for me to, I remember just like working out and just doing bench and squat and stuff, and just watching my matches just go through the roof over the first 3 months and first years. And I just kind of fell in love. I've always loved being able to like get goals and be able to beat them. I mean, like I saw my bench max go up like 100 pounds first year I started working out. It was cool to start going to Gold's Gym in Wenatchee and start training with like the actual trainers there, and just learning different ways to do supersets and like do like different exercises I could do, different cardio plans, and it was cool to kind of tie that into my love of sports. I kind of fell in love with it. I don't know if I'd say like I'm a fitness freak or anything like that. I mean, I definitely like I might go to the gym later, but I might skip. I don't know. But fitness and goal achieving and just helping people grow as individuals, that's definitely something that I'm passionate about.
Okay, and what are some challenges that come with building an app? I mean, it's not something that you can just hop off of your couch and just write a little script and be done. I mean, this is a very in-depth thing, and not just from code building, but then to making the connections with all these different trainers that you've talked about, a worldwide network. How do you build something like that?
I don't really have a how-to. I actually just bought like a really nice camera, and I'm going to start filming my life because I was looking on YouTube, and there really isn't any like entrepreneurial video series or something like that. So I'm gonna try and start one of those to kind of like help people out that are in my situation. I just did a lot of Googling. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I just kind of started calling every person I could think of. But when I was living in Feeney or Spokane, I didn't really have those connections that I have now. So I used actually LinkedIn a lot. So of our 360 trainers, about 300 and like 5 of them are all from LinkedIn. I would just reach out to them and say, "Hey, I'm creating this platform. Here's what it's going to do for you." I mean, obviously, it's taken this many years. They don't care anymore about the original. But I was kind of yeah, this is a pretty awesome app. You can sell your programs on it. It's going to be awesome, and we're excited to launch it. They all hopped on board because they realized there wasn't another fitness app like it. So, but as far as starting an app goes, it's just I can't put it on paper. There's not really any book or anything that you can read for it. You just kind of have to day by day just keep doing things to get to a final destination. Like for example, this morning I woke up and I have a whole note sheet that I contact my developers with, and I was telling them that in the backend system, the rep scheme was allowing you to put in 20,000 reps, and it's like no one's going to do 20,000 reps, so we have to change the cap on the characters down to 3 so that people can't do more than 100 reps or something, or 999 reps. I went in this morning and I told them we need to completely redesign one of the pages for the app because it's not functioning correctly with the mobile version. So I don't know. I mean, it's just every day you have a list of things to do, and if you just accomplish those things and keep working at it, eventually you get it. But yeah, I can't write a script for it.
Well, that's kind of the challenge of the entrepreneurship of it. Tell me what has been the biggest hurdle to overcome when designing this and making this happen? Maybe it hasn't happened yet, maybe it has. Was there ever a moment that you kind of like sat there and you're like, how do I make this happen? There's something challenging presenting itself, and how did you overcome that?
That's like every day of my life. No, I'd say 2 things. The first big thing was last year we were going to launch the app in so September of 2016 we were going to launch it, and then the app didn't even end up launching, or the prototype version didn't end up launching until February of 2017. So it was just day after day after day of me working 12 to 16 hours on this dream, and not working. It was not working. It was working. I was working with my developers, and they didn't know what to do, so I was trying to like help them. It was just 6 months, just being pissed off and not just kind of feeling hopeless. So that was really hard to deal with. And I think the biggest hurdle is the financial struggle. I mean, if I was born like into like what is that called, like hedge fund baby or like a venture capital baby, I don't remember what they're called, but if I had like $1 million in my bank account, I'd be fine right now. But I struggle with I've got this huge app launching soon. I've got 360 trainers on board. I've got thousands of people ready to test. I've got about 50 investors now, and then we've got and then I'm gonna go tonight and wait tables, and then might drive for Uber tomorrow. So it's just a really weird circle of things where I'm on one hand trying to be this big CEO where I'm pitching to venture capitalists, I'm pitching to angel investors. I've got all these people in my company working for me, and then I'm also busting tables at a restaurant. It's just like, I don't know. It's a weird struggle I deal with every day.
But I'm sure by the end of it, you're going to look back at this and be like, wow, really proud of yourself in a way. I mean, I'm proud to know all the different things that you've been accomplishing since you started on this idea. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back on the NCW Life magazine. And again, we are talking with Corey Faulkner, the CEO and founder of the Perfict Fitness app.
Stay up to date with what's happening in North Central Washington. Go to the NCW Life community calendar at ncwlife.com.
Please join us weekly for the 12th District with yours truly, Kerry Condata. Check your channel guide for times or go to ncwlife.com for details.
Have a fun video you'd like to see featured on NCW Life? Email us at newsphotos@ncwlife.com. Is your vehicle in need of a quick oil change or tune-up before hitting the road this summer? Stop by Quick Lube and Tune, the home of the good guys at 610 South Wenatchee Avenue.
Get the fastest internet available in North Central Washington by switching to LocalTel and get speeds up to 1,000 meg. Call 888-8888 today or go online to localtel.net.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.
Are you wanting high-speed internet but don't have access to PUD fiber? Try Sky-Fi high-speed wireless internet from LocalTel. Call 888-8888 today.
This journey started 2 years ago when I noticed I had so many friends and family in my life that would go to the gym but didn't really know what to do once they got there. They would tell me that they would just Google something for a workout, or they'd use the same workout they used in college, or they'd tell me that they honestly just go to the gym, get on the treadmill, and leave. I set out to find a way to bring personal trainers and the people who work out together on one platform. And that's how Perfict was born. We created a social fitness platform that our trainers absolutely love. It allows them to grow their clientele, sell fitness programs, and ultimately run their entire business through our app, where our goal is to help 100 million people become the perfect version of themselves. Check out the page, have a look at our team, and join what 325 personal trainers are already calling the best fitness platform ever made.
Welcome back to the NCW Life magazine. I'm Jay Seebeck, joined here by CEO and founder of the Perfict Fitness app, Corey Faulkner. And Corey, wrapping up here, it's been a fun show. Tell me a little bit about some people in the Wenatchee area that maybe kind of helped encourage you get down this road, whether it's family members, maybe a teacher, anything like that. Anybody that you feel deserves a little bit of credit in helping you get down this road.
Well, I feel like I'm gonna forget somebody and they're gonna be pissed at me, but I mean, my parents, Lynn and Faulkner, shout out, who do I want to say? Just there's a lot of people in the community that have that not only supported me but invested in me. My best friend Tucker Harmon, his mom Faith Cowgill invested. We've got several other investors in the community that helped us out, and then I mean, just my friends have been super supportive, whether they're in the Wenatchee community or in Feeney or in Spokane or here in LA. Making a fitness app making a big app is not easy. It's taken years, and I've taken a lot of grief for it, but yeah, they've all been really supportive of me and just absolutely appreciate it. So, and then yeah, every time I come back into Wenatchee, someone will say they read an article about me, or I'm super friendly about it. It's super supportive, and so I just really appreciate all of that stuff.
Okay, and let's go back over real quickly what the app does. It is a fitness app that you can have access to different trainers nationwide, worldwide, to give you different looks, different opportunities to expand your fitness repertoire, so to speak, maybe. What is it that you want to see people using this app for?
I want to see people, I mean, ultimately, I want to see people using this app so that they can just enjoy the gym more. Because and enjoy the gym more and just really improve on themselves in the gym. I mean, so many people are at the gym and they don't know what to do. And I know for a fact this app can help you find something to do, enjoy doing it, and become a better, not only, I mean, not necessarily athlete, but a better exerciser in the process. I want to see people transform their bodies for the better, whether it's losing weight, gaining muscle, or just overall just feeling better about themselves. So this app can do all those things, and you're going to really enjoy working.
Okay, and for people who have seen this episode and now are thinking, hey, maybe I want to invest. Now tell me a little bit about where they can do that on Starter Engine.
Yeah, so what's crazy is until about 2 years ago, unless you have like $5 million in your bank account, you could really invest in startups, or if you were like an early on friend or family. And what Start Engine has done is they've created, and other platforms have done this too, but they created a platform where our company works directly with the SEC and Start Engine, made everything completely just legitimate and ready to go. So if you want to invest in the company, we've got our valuation on there. We've got our stock options. We've got pretty much everything you need to know about the app, where we're going in the future, where we're at now, our projections, all that kind of stuff. And it's as simple as going into the app. We're at $15 a share right now, and any person can go in and just buy shares and just put your information in and hit submit. And then when the campaign's done, you'll have stock in the company. And the goal is to sell the app for, a ton of money. That's always the goal. So apps like MyFitnessPal sold for almost $500 million. Instagram sold for $1 billion. Map My Run sold for $187 million. So there's all these huge apps that are selling to big companies, whether it's because they're an awesome app, they've got great content, they've got a huge user base or what have you. And so, if you want to invest, it's as simple as that, and then kind of just be a part of the journey. It's honestly cool to be. I know I'm the one that created it, but like I know if I had a friend making an app, I'd want to at least be a part of it to some extent. Like when you're living in Wenatchee, you don't really have access to like the tech world or apps, in big companies. So it's kind of cool to be able to just say, oh yeah, I invested in that and I've got equity in it. And maybe it won't pan out, but I think we've got a really great upside. So yeah, check out Start Engine.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. $15 a share, and you have access to what could potentially be a multi-million-dollar kind of endeavor. So, Corey, thank you so much for coming on today to the NCW Life magazine, and we'll be staying tuned to when the app releases in March. I'm sure we'll run another article when that comes out. So we're all here in Wenatchee wishing you the best and looking forward to when that day comes. So most likely in March. And again, this is the Perfict Fitness app, Perfict. So Perfict Fitness, and be sure to be checking that out. So Corey, again, thank you for coming on the show. And so our viewers at home, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.